Hey gang, today I've got the full guide on the best new way to make money in Blockspin. That's gonna be farming. I'm about to drop all the info on how to maximize your rank and earnings, and trust me, if you're not farming right now, you're missing out. Before we dive in, comment below what farming level you are right now. I wanna see who's on the grind and who's just getting started with this guide. Before we get into the nitty gritty, let's go over a quick start guide for anyone completely new to farming. So first up, you can rent a house for completely free now, no cash needed at all. And if you've got the mansion game pass, you can get the biggest houses too. That's where you'll set up shop and plant your first crops. Once you're settled in, head over to Jack's Hardware. That's where you'll grab your first bag of soil and some sunflower seeds. Head back to your house, plant them, and boom, you're officially farming. That's basically all you need to know to get started with farming in Blockspin. But now, what I know everyone's actually here for. How do you make serious money and how do you hit max rank fast? Let's dive in. So the big key here is consistency. Miss your plants and they will die, and you'll get $1 single. It's a total pain, but that's why sunflowers are the MVP crop right now. Let's break it down. They only need watered once, they take 15 minutes to grow, an $800 payout per plant, and you get solid XP on every harvest. I used just sunflowers to climb from level 1 to level 70 in 1 week. And while I was putting in some extra effort to get there after finding out they were modifying the stats, I wasn't even overextending myself to get there. Now once you've mastered some basic planting skills, the Quick 11 update brings even more opportunities to boost your earnings in between plants. Out in the backyard basement, you'll find 3 new boxes with multipliers. The golden box that has a 25x multiplier, the electronics box that has a 5x boost, and the sunflowers box that has a 3x. Stacking those boxes is going to help kill time in between those plants and also help provide some additional income to your ATM. Now these boxes do have a cooldown. The most important one to note is that the golden box is available every 6 hours. So as much as possible, make sure you're heading up there and knocking out those boxes, at least the golden one. Another quick tip to utilizing that time between your plants is swiping. Those 500 quantums aren't going to swipe themselves. Swiping while you're waiting for your plants can get you over 500,000 extra dollars a day. Personally, with my combination of time and doing these jobs, I've earned over $1 million a day since the update released. Or if you're really lazy like me, just go AFK inside a mansion, set a 5-minute timer, check your PC, tab in and out, easy farming. But do keep in mind, even with the mansion game pass, you're not totally safe. There are ways to get killed and always exploiters roaming around. So don't keep valuables or large stacks of cash on you. Just don't risk it. Trust me, I've learned that the hard way, getting slimed out with 41k on me last night. Now let's loop back to consistency because it matters even more as you level up. As you rank up, you'll unlock stuff like fertilizer and premium soil. These aren't just fancy upgrades, they're going to cut down on grow time, boost your XP, and really help you snowball your skills. Make sure you're hitting Jack's Hardware regularly to restock on those items as they come available. A personal tip from me when it comes to those fertilizers is spamming the 10-minute fertilizer on a single sunflower is way more efficient than dumping it all in a corner tomato. I say that because sunflowers are fast, reliable, and they scale better when you're going for the fast XP gains. Hey guys, let me interrupt the video here. At this point, you know if this guide's gonna be helpful or not, so do me a favor, smash that subscribe button and join our Discord. Only a small percent of viewers are actually subbed, and we've got tons of exclusive tips, bonus guides, and more. The link to the Discord is gonna be in the description. Alright guys, here's the thing. Playstyle matters the most, and your schedule changes everything when it comes to farming. If you're like me and you work from your PC all day, it's extremely easy to check every few minutes. I've usually got a timer going while I'm editing or answering DMs. But let's say you're going to be gone for the day. Go ahead and plant a tomato. 24-hour grow time, set it and forget it. Just don't completely forget it, as you will need to water it. Or if you need a quick break, but still want some gains, plant some corn. It's perfect. 1 hour, nice XP, still efficient, and gives you that little buffer to go do something else in game. It's all about planting smart based on your schedule. The last thing you want to do is mess that up and end up with an expensive plant that just dies. In this part, I want to clear up something big, the pot system. Some of y'all, including me, were really overthinking this, so here's how it works. As soon as you unlock a new pot slot, place it down. Don't wait. Just put it down. More pots equal more crops equal more XP and money. It's simple math. Now, yes, once you unlock the golden or diamond pots, you'll want to upgrade, but this is very important, you do not get the old pots back. So upgrading deletes the original pot permanently. This is just something to keep in mind when you're mapping out your setup. My advice is don't hoard your pots waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect pot. Use what you have and upgrade when you can. Now, I typically reserve the golden and the diamond pots for the longer growing plants, and there's a good reason for that. Since they take longer to grow, at the end they end up being worth more in value. The golden pot gives a 40% boost in that income, and the diamond pot gives a 70% boost in income. Stacking that with the premium soil, you get a 90% increase in your profits at the end. Not only that, but the premium soil gives a water retention rate of 50%, so you'll have to water the plant half as often. So once you're totally maxed out on your skill, 6 diamond pots and 6 golden tomatoes with premium soil will earn you about $90,000 per plant, and that's without Blockspin Plus. With Blockspin Plus, you'd obviously be timesing that by 1.5 times. And you do the math, but I don't even have to. This is the best money-making strategy in all of Blockspin right now. Now before I end the video, I want to go over some tips that I didn't think really deserved a whole section to themselves, but are still very important. For starters, I want to emphasize how the safety of the mansion is really a game changer. Not only can you lock it down like it's a freaking purge, but we also have security cameras so we can check almost every angle before we decide to even step foot outside. Now, there is a blind spot in the camera system, which I'll show on screen right now. As far as I'm aware, and I may be wrong, so feel free to correct me in the comments, but that's the only blind spot other than obviously hiding behind the walls that you have in this camera system. Of course, the cameras can't look on the roof, so that's another thing you'll have to watch out for, but it's a heck of a lot safer than the regular trap houses that are around the map. As with those houses, you're basically shoulder to shoulder with your neighbors who are also trying to grind farming. They can break your windows, kill you while you're AFK, and you have no way to check your surroundings before you exit. The next one you've probably already seen me or someone else doing. That's accessing the ATM through Jack's Hardware's wall. This is the same concept as grabbing money from the gun shop ATM through the wall, except this time you're just hopping in the windowsill and moving your camera to the ATM. I will say this is one of those things that I feel like the devs will probably end up changing. Alright guys, all these tips should get you anywhere from the mid to max rank if you're really grinding, and that's basically the first episode of the full breakdown on how to dominate farming in Blockspin. Whether you're just getting started or trying to speed run that max rank, you now have everything you need to get started. That said though, there's a lot more to dive into. In the next episode, we'll be covering what crops to plant for weekly gains, how to get the best XP per minute out of limited playtime, and so many more tips that I've been developing already. So if you like this video, make sure you're smashing that subscribe button so you do not miss part 2. You like that video so more Blockspin farmers can find it. Sharing this with your friends, gangmates, or anyone else trying to get rich quick in Blockspin. Let's all get that bag together, and I'll see y'all in the next guide. Happy farming!